Have you ever watched a player drive forcefully to the basket, collide with a defender, and then hear the referee's whistle blow? It can be one of the most confusing calls in basketball, leaving fans wondering if it is a block or a charge. A charging foul in basketball is called when an offensive player with the ball makes illegal contact with a defensive player who has established a legal guarding position. This means the offensive player is deemed responsible for initiating contact with a stationary or legally moving defender. The core of understanding a charge lies in the defender's position. A defender must establish a legal guarding position by having both feet on the floor and facing their opponent. They must get to a spot on the court before the offensive player arrives. Once this position is established, the defender has the right to occupy that space. The offensive player is then obligated to avoid contact, and if they initiate it, a charging foul is typically called. This rule ensures that defenders are protected when they properly establish their space. Furthermore, the principle of verticality is crucial. A legally established defender is allowed to jump straight up to defend their position. They cannot extend their arms or body horizontally into the offensive player's path, but moving straight up and down in their cylinder of space is permissible. If the offensive player initiates contact with this vertical defender, it is still a charge. The defender must absorb the contact and not lean into the offensive player. For players, understanding this rule is vital for both offense and defense. Offensive players need to develop ball control and the ability to stop or change direction quickly to avoid a legally positioned defender. Defensive players, meanwhile, master the art of anticipating the offense, getting to a spot early, and clearly establishing their legal guarding position, often leading to a turnover for the opponent. An interesting nuance to this rule is the restricted area arc located underneath the basket. Inside this arc, a defensive player cannot draw a charging foul, even if they establish legal guarding position. The restricted area is designed to promote more offensive drives and reduce collisions directly under the hoop. This area helps simplify some tough calls for officials, indicating that certain contact near the basket should not be called a charge. Ultimately, recognizing when a charging foul is called helps you appreciate the strategic chess match happening on the court. It highlights the importance of defensive positioning and the offensive player's responsibility to play with control and awareness, making you a more knowledgeable and engaged spectator of the game.